Hello, second grade families. My name is Miss Wold, and welcome to second grade in room 104. Let's go ahead and get started with our open house video. My name is Robin Wold. This is my 14th year teaching. I've taught every grade, kindergarten through third, at least once. I lived and taught in Alaska for 10 years. I moved back to Washington in June of 2019. So this is my third year at LU teaching second grade. I grew up in Spokane, in Eastern Washington, and that's where all my family still lives. They're all still over there. And I currently live in Mount Vernon with my two cats. This is our beautiful classroom, what it looks like on a typical day. Hopefully, at some point this year, you'll be able to make it in and be able to see where your kiddos spend a large chunk of their day. But hopefully, through photos and videos, you will be able to see what a day is like in second grade and what your amazing kiddos are learning. All right, so now what do we learn in second grade? Well, in math, we use a curriculum called Bridges in Mathematics. This uses a variety of whole group, small group, and individual hands-on activities. And by the end of the year, we want them to become fluent with addition and subtraction facts with numbers up to 20, be able to add and subtract with numbers up to 1,000, and that's including 2 and 3-digit numbers. We want them to be able to measure and solve problems involving lengths, and identify, describe, compare, put together, and take apart shapes. Now, our curriculum is a spiral curriculum. What that means is that we might touch on something in one unit, in one module, and then we won't see it again until for like a couple units later. So we're not expecting them to master one thing and then move on and master the next thing. We spiral back and work on different skills at different times throughout the year. With reading and writing, we use a curriculum called ARC Core. This is organized into 4 main units of study. We have the literacy lab, which is what we are doing right now. And this is all about setting up routines, setting up a classroom culture of loving to read and write, which is where we are right now, working on building those routines. And then we touch a little bit on poetry and personal narratives towards the end. Our unit after that is our research lab, where we learn all about bugs in their ecosystems. And your kiddo will choose a bug to become an expert on. And by the end of this unit, they will have written a book all about their bug. Then we dive in deeper into stories and the parts of stories and how to write an amazing story with our genre lab, where we really do an in-depth study of animal stories. So stories where animals are the characters. Then we have our argument lab, which is all about jobs in the community, which ties in really nicely with our social studies unit for the year, which is all about community. We also do reading conferences and ERLA levels. So I meet with kiddos one-on-one at least once a week for an individual reading conference, and then we also work on different skills based on what they need to work on and their power goals. And then those are correlated with their ERLA levels. And so that information will be coming home for you soon, along with some words and games and things you can do to help them practice at home. Then in science and social studies, we have an inquiry-based units. In science, we look at slow change, quick change. So, how earthquakes and other natural disasters change the makeup of Earth. We have a unit on diversity and ecosystems. So, we learn about the different types of habitats and the plants and animals that live there. And then we also talk about properties and purpose of materials. So we talk about what properties a material has. Is it a solid, a liquid, or a gas? And then what purpose does that material have? And how can a material have more than one purpose? In social studies, we spend our year learning about our community and what makes a community thrive, which ties in really nicely with our last reading unit. For social emotional learning, we have adopted what's called the Caring School Community, and this is a research based comprehensive program, and it focuses on building relationships and community within the classroom and the school. And you will have seen some home connections come home where you guys get to see exactly what we've been talking about in class that week, really building our classroom community and helping kids just develop some really strong relationships with the kids in their class as well as other students in the school. All right, here is what a typical day looks like. We have arrival and breakfast. Kids can start entering the school at 8:45. So between 8:45 and 9 o'clock, they are able to enter the school and grab breakfast. And breakfast and lunch are free this year, so you don't have to send any money. Your kid can grab breakfast or lunch no matter what. After that, we have our morning meeting, which is where we do a lot of our community building. Then we move right into math, which rounds out our morning with recess at 10:40 and then lunch at 11. After that, we come back in and have some independent reading time, and this is when some kiddos will get pulled and go read with other adults in the building. I will do reading conferences. It's just a nice solid chunk of time just to read and practice building our reading skills. After that, we move into Reader's Workshop, which is where we will read whatever text we're working with and work on our comprehension skills. And then after that, we move into Writer's Workshop. And within this time, we have our specialists. Depending on the day, it looks different every day. But these are the main components of our afternoon. Then we have recess at 2:20. Now the thing with recess being at 2:20 and lunch getting over at 11:20 is that by 2:20 the kids are starving. So we've been giving them a snack. Now, if you are able to, we would really appreciate if you could send in some pre-packaged snacks, granola bars, crackers, fruit snacks, anything that they can grab and take outside that's quick and easy and most of all prepackaged, so that we're not sharing our germs. Typically when we come back we have science or social studies or sometimes choice time, and then it's time to pack up and go. All right, here is what our specialist schedule looks like. They have a different specialist each day. On Monday they have PE with Mr. Matthews. On Tuesdays and Fridays, they have music with Mrs. Dial. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, they have a library with Mrs. Shipman. All right. We also have homework. This is sent home on Mondays. We have a reading log where I want you to try and read for 30 minutes a night. Math pages is typically 2 per week, practicing what we've been working on in class. And then, let's move down here. Our home connection, which is reviewing our SEL focus for the week. Text got a little too big there. All right, now just the last slide. Please feel free to contact me at any time if you have a question or concern. You want to talk, we can always set up a Zoom. The best ways to get a hold of me are either by email. I check it throughout the day. You're also welcome to call me, but I typically am not able to answer the phone during the day. And then if you scan this little lovely code, you can sign up for Remind, which is an awesome app on your phone, which means I can send you messages. And then I also will periodically send pictures and videos of the kiddos during the day. All right, families, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And thank you for sharing your kiddos with me this year.